New from Eureka Classics is Full Moon High, the latest Larry Cohen film to hit Blu-ray now. Do you know, it's been a long while since I last saw this one. It is a gloriously off-kilter comedy with a werewolf twist, and it really leans into that comedy. It's kind of cheeky, it's anarchic, it's smarter than it first appears.
Now listen, I am not one of those types to believe in things like, vampires and werewolves and virgins. I've never seen any of those.
It's kind of typical Larry Cohen stuff here. We have a mild-mannered teenager who's bitten by a werewolf on a holiday trip to Romania with his father, and rather becoming a monster, discovers that lycanthropy turns him into the kind of coolest guy in school, but decides to run away and kind of live his life without hurting people. But he decides to return back to his hometown almost 20 years later to pretend to be his son to win the big football game. It's kind of silly. No, scratch that. It's a lot silly.
What's the matter? You want to be petted? I guess everybody needs stroking. Come here.
But it's one of those films, like I said, that's smarter than you first think. It has not the best production values. It has some really edgy moments where it feels like it's going to edge into parody rather than just the sort of smart comedy that it's digging at. It's tongue-in-cheek, it's nudging and winking at the camera. But there is something within the writing here, a level of humour that is smarter than this film dictates. Now, without Larry Cohen at the helm, without that little smarter touch that he has, this could have been a complete write-off. But watching the film, taking into it the sort of characters and the actors that we have, is actually a lot more fun and playful than I remembered. Adam Arkin cuts a really kind of fun figure as a jock who becomes a werewolf. He's one of those guys that looks as though he's mid-30s, and always looked that way, always looked much older than he was when he was in these younger roles. His father, Alan Arkin, appears in the film as well, turns up at the end and just elevates everything. Every moment when he is on screen is just absolute gold and gives the film a kind of credibility that it was almost lacking to that point.
You expected somebody would kiss your ass, didn't you, big shot? What's so great about taking a step backwards in evolution? I'd like to see a wolf turn into a man. That would be progress. You should be ashamed of yourself.
It is a pastiche of 50s werewolf movies and then drags it into the late 70s, early 80s for the second half of the film. But there are so many smart, funny and hilarious moments with various characters, whether it be them in their childhood or them in their adulthood. There is something really kind of fun about the interplay between the characters. It is a silly, over-the-top, tongue-in-cheek horror film, but it works. I thought it was a great laugh. I think you will as well. Let's dive into the disc, have a look at the extras. Here we are in the disc for Full Moon High. We have the film, we have commentary with director Larry Cohen, we have a second commentary by Steve Mitchell, we have the film with English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. Next up we have Today's Teenage Werewolf, interview with Michael Doyle, which runs for 24 minutes 57 seconds, and it's talking all about the early 80s, where the werewolf film sat, the inspirations for this film, and some of the funnier gags and how this was elevated by the writing throughout this project. Then we have Growing Pains, video essay by Kaja Frank, which runs for 18 minutes 21 seconds and is talking all about this film, looking at the evolution of it, looking at the characters and how our main character turns into a werewolf and how that affects his life and his worldview. Then we have a theatrical trailer. Also included in this set is a 16-page booklet with the essay Times Change, Tony Doesn't, The Countercultural Politics of Full Moon High by Craig Ian Mann. And that's the extras for Full Moon High. So there we have it. Full Moon High is out now. It's silly. There's not a great deal to say about this. It is not as stupid as it looks. It's got a little bit more meat to it. It's Larry Cohen, so I kind of want it in my collection because I love that guy and I love his movies. I'd love to know your thoughts on Full Moon High, so let me know in the comment box below whether you love it, hate it, or fall somewhere in the middle.